So now we're going to do facts and opinions, right? Facts and opinions, quarterly earnings, and I get on the internet as usual, and I see people, and they're like, yeah, Apple, $1 trillion, yeah, you see it. And I'm like, it's like, you're a consumer, boo.
Yeah, like
you're not contributing to that.
You're not part of the team.
You are not contributing to that. I don't know what you're all proud of, you know, Team Samsung, because y'all give us a hard time. But I'm like, what did any of that have to do with you? First of all, the $1 trillion is in market capitalization. It's not like Apple CEO is walking around with $1 trillion in his bank account. That's not what that means. Market capitalization is the total market value of a company's outstanding shares. That's the market cap. And it's calculated by multiplying the shares outstanding by the current market price of one share. So they have the power, they have market capitalization, they have the ability to raise $1 trillion based on, you know,
it's
that.
Crazy.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of, sort of like, you know, if you own Apple shares, this is great because, you know, you're still going to make money. You got a piece of the pie. Yeah. You're earning dividends. Yeah. Your stock is worth this money that you know for at least a while. You'll be able to get back, right? At least what you invested in it. And it's a strong stock. It just means it's a strong company that you can invest in. What's Apple stock worth right now?
It's probably crazy.
I think it's like 200 and something. Wait.
I seen a lot of other companies, you know, they kind of, I think Shield did better than expected.
Okay, Apple stock is $207.99 a share. So.
There was another company that did that ain't really do so good.
The Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook was one.
Facebook did. Okay, Twitter stock. I liked Twitter stock. I thought it would be doing better than what it is doing. It's like $30-something a share. Facebook, okay, so it's all about, like you said, projection, calculations, whatever you think a company is doing that's going to keep people investing in it and have strong earnings, which if you buy bonds, you're buying a company's debt. If you buy stock, you're buying their earnings, whatever. The potential. Yeah. So Facebook, they said that they were kind of like flat because no more people from the States or in Europe are signing up for Facebook.
Wow.
So, but Facebook also sold so much information. They share data, right? That's where they make money at in advertising. So it's like if they don't see, of course they're going to still get money from the people that have put their money into advertising on Facebook now. But what they're saying is they don't see a rise in people signing up for Facebook.
I wonder why though. Cambridge Analytica, like, you know, with that whole issue with the voting, all that stuff. So I think that they're trying to act like they don't know why, but honestly, like, we all know why.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious now.
Right. So I don't want people to think. I think that you're on the wrong side of the law because
exactly.
What happened is
that's the best way to put it. You're on the wrong side of the law.
What happened was with Apple, the iPhone X is what helped them increase margins because they haven't necessarily gotten more people to buy iPhone products. It's just that they raised the price of products.
That's smart. So that compensates for lack of having people that can buy it. Got you.
Right. So they're attributing this $1 trillion valuation to the iPhone X. The sales grew only by 1%. Revenue jumped by 20%, but that's because you don't have to get more people to buy it if you're just going to charge more for the stuff you already have.
That's real.
So that's what they're doing.
That's very true.
iPad, nobody's buying those anymore.
Yeah,
those
I've
are
seen
flat.
one in a minute. Yeah.
They've been flat for the past few years, they said.
Wow.
And service is going to be a key part of the company's bottom line. So yeah, Apple's doing great with the people that they have hooked on it already.
Which is a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of people with Apple products, some way, shape, or form.
So they have the market capitalization. I think there's like countries that have this that are worth $1 trillion.
Wow.
So what people are worried about though is with them having this power, you know, is the government going to step in and say you're too big?
Yeah, because I mean, right here, it was a line I think right there at the bottom it said Apple and Tim Cook. I think it said that they're more powerful than many countries and political leaders. Let's hope that they use this power for good.
Apple and Tim Cook are more powerful than many countries and political leaders.
Yeah.
Let's hope they use this power for good.
Yeah. And see, again, I don't think people understand, like, America itself is a corporation, so it's driven by business.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, I know that people hear about, like, the Rockefellers, the Morgans, like, these are real people, real families. And even if you look, I think it was like back in 1911, it was a meeting on Jekyll Island. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, I might be right, but this was in 1911, I think. And you guys, you know, you can look it up for yourself, but just seeing how it was always business moves that drove this economy. So, I mean, seeing this with Apple, like, it's no surprise.
So the Apple market cap versus the GDP of countries. Okay, so Sweden, 538 billion, I guess. This is the money. I don't know. Argentina, 637 billion. Switzerland, 678. Saudi Arabia, 683.
That's a
the
lot.
Netherlands, 826. Turkey, 851. And Apple has more. The market cap is larger than the GDP of those countries.
What's like the America's debt? It's like a couple, Apple made together as much as
Trump, he might have to talk to him. They can fix that real quick.
Let's see how much debt America is in. I'm gonna get a number. That's a good question.
So, like, my question has always been, if you can literally create $1, how can you be in debt?
Because
you see what I'm saying?
But I understand that if the more money you make, it waters it down.
Right.
But at the same time, if you create money,
literally creating money, then how can you ever be in debt?
Now that it's all digital.
Exactly. So it's like, technically, it doesn't even have to be physical dollars.
the federal debt is reaching 20 trillion.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound right.
So Apple is 19 trillion weight.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Money, but it's not.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One company is almost to the nation's debt.
So this is
Yeah,
another
that's
thing.
weird.
What I was going to say, you guys
Very
said,
weird.
you know, like the dollar, and why can't we just print more dollars and get this over with? Because dollars are backed by gold, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I mean, that's how
Right.
you're supposed to.
Right.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to be backed by. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
able to say, in case this collapses, I have collateral, which is gold.
Got some gold in the bank and
Yeah.
Fort Knox.
So
yeah.
I don't know. A lot of these numbers, and that's the same thing with music streaming, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these numbers
It's
are
loopholes.
inflated.
It's loopholes.
I mean, there are a lot of these numbers that you have nothing to back them up. Like you put that out, and I mean, who am I? How do I check it? You're the company. You're the
Right.
streaming company. How do I know that?
1 billion streams? Like, I don't think people understand how much a million by itself is a lot.
Right. I mean, you mean a million
Sorry.
people, because you don't have to really leave your house for it.
No.
And plus, you are the data source.
Yeah.
So I don't trust none of it.
And my question is too, even, you know, if it regards streams, do you count if the same person plays the same thing over and over as a stream as
Yes, that's why.
well? So that's what I'm saying.
You
So
don't,
it's
because you can't download
It
it.
equals like playing like 5 to 10 seconds of a song.
Yeah, come on,
Like,
man.
On YouTube, it's like if you watch 5 to 10 seconds of the video, that counts as
Are
one.
you serious?
Yeah, it's something that's like.
So
Yeah.
you
You
could have.
listen to the song and then just keep repeating.
All right. So like for instance, you could have clicked on the wrong video, and
Yeah.
then you can realize it after
Yeah,
like what
it
10
counts,
seconds.
yeah.
And I'm not trying to see this, but then that counts as a view.
Yeah, that's why-
crazy.
But even if you click on the YouTube, matter of fact, it might be less than that, like 2 seconds. When you click on
That's
YouTube-
not
No,
fair.
it's less than 2.
That's
It's more
not
than
fair.
2. That's why those advertisement videos, they say you can skip this ad in X
After
amount of
10
seconds.
oh, that makes
because they
sense.
don't get
It counts as a
credit
view.
for it unless you watch it
I
for a
didn't think
certain
about
amount of
that.
time.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's very interesting.
So, I mean, it's like they force this shit into your plate because if you have to click on it, and that's why a lot of articles are clickbait. They put this outstanding
So-and-so just
headline.
died. Click below, check this out, and then it's not even
Just
the
like
same
that
thing.
one dude when he was like R.I.P. to me. Like he didn't really kill himself, but he said R.I.P.
Was it Rich Kid?
Yeah.
Oh, he said that?
He posted it on Instagram.
But Lil Duval said it, man. It's sad, but a lot of people, they trying to use mental illness for attention.
Bow Wow. Earlier this week again, talking about he's trying to work at GameStop. Dude,
It's like, man,
you
it's,
never want to work a 9 to 5, bro.
it's so hard. You don't know what to believe nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, you want to care for it, but sometimes it's like, oh, just shut up. Like,
Yeah.
you want attention. People use it. They know mental illness is a way.
Anxiety,
Because you
depression.
may, and this is another thing too about a lot of these girls too, and I want to watch that show. We're gonna talk about that on Cocoa with Kymmy, so everybody watch it and come back and talk about it with me. Lala Anthony is executive producing a show about butt augmentation.
Oh yeah, I saw
on
that.
BET.
Yeah.
BET has come with a lot of good programming lately.
They're
It's not
trying.
well they
Hit the
trying.
Floor is trash, but
I don't watch that.
Yeah.
I mean, like as far as like their documentaries and stuff.
oh yeah, Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, and then they have that
That's right.
hip hop documentary that's
Whitney
out.
Houston.
Whitney
That's
Houston,
coming out.
Bobby Brown, they're
Yeah.
coming out with that.
Yeah.
But back to what we were saying, the butt augmentation and stuff like that, it's like you do it because you think that people are gonna just be so goo goo gaga over your ass, and I blame y'all for that. Okay. And y'all meaning men, I blame y'all for that because that's what y'all give y'all attention to.
You
So
sure?
women feel like
But
It's context behind it.
You're right to blame us for it, but
Yeah.
at the same time, women be always saying, "Oh, we do it for ourselves. We don't do it for men."
I'll tell you this though.
so who are you shaking it for? Because I don't want to see that. Me.
Kim?
I don't know a lot of women
Girls
that.
go to the club, they dancing with their friends.
That's
They ain't
facts.
dancing with men nowadays, so they doing it.
I mean, honestly though, Kim, just to be real, I think it traces all the way back to slavery.
Absolutely.
Because I remember like even in class this past summer, it was this article that we read. I think her name was Strategic or Bartman, something like that. But
Yeah.
seeing how
Oh, Sarah. Wait, no. What's
Sarah
her name?
Bartman, I think.
Is it Sarah? Let me see what her name
But
is. I know
I
you're
think
talking
her,
about. Yeah,
her
butt.
Yeah, because her African name was like Sartisi or something like that. But seeing how again that she was just toured all throughout the world as like this skeptical, just because she had a very big butt, and then from there white men adored that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Sarah.
yeah. Yeah, and then throughout slavery, the black woman, she was like hypersexualized. So I just think that was like a trickle down effect.
Yeah.
So then now like the butt, it was just always used as
Because black women
like a sexual
have
object.
bodies that are phenomenal.
Exactly.
We are
Exactly.
like
That's
the epitome of Earth. And
Yep.
we are just like created. We're
Goddesses.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
We African women, just period.
Yeah.
So that was another thing. One of my homegirls, we went to New Orleans for Essence Weekend, and she went on a tour. And I suggest people go on this tour. I can't remember exactly the name of which tour it was. Oh, the Hornet Tour. And she went on the Hornet Tour, and she took them through the streets of New Orleans. And there was this slave owner woman who was very jealous of black women, and so she treated them very wrong. And she put there was a voodoo priestess who put a curse on this woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's very interesting. New Orleans,
I gotta check
I
that out.
suggest everyone go at
Gotta
least
check
once
that
in your life. It is the only place in this country that I've ever been to that makes you feel like you're outside of this country. But the history is so deep, and
Yeah.
the spirit of that city is so deep. But anyway, yeah, I blame y'all for that. And it's like you
Sorry.
said, people do stuff for
Yeah.
attention. And
That's
I
facts.
saw K. Michelle go on there, and I'm like, as much as your ass as you were showing in just every picture and every clip,
Hey,
and
she's
every
trying to get right
Instagram,
now. She's
and
trying to get right.
everything, it's like hi. Like every time you see
Yeah.
her, she had her ass in the air, and now she's like, yo, I could barely walk.
She got it reduced, didn't she?
She got it
And
reduced.
she had to.
And she's
She had
recently come out and said, she regrets doing it because she thought the bigger the ass, the more the love she was going to
The more
get.
attention that she
But
was
that's
gonna
what you're telling these girls. That's what you told these girls for years.
And too, they see it as a money maker.
That's it.
So it's like
I applaud her for coming out now and telling her story and saying like, yo, I couldn't walk. Like I was out there doing this and doing that, but deep down inside I was hurt, and I applaud her for that.
Sad.
I just want people to see that.
That's so sad.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. I mean, the strip club culture is like out of
Especially here in the
control.
South.
It's out of control. So yeah, we just
See, it's sad again because if you base like your life off of sex, which is a small increment of your day, of a 24-hour day, but if you base your body, your life off of that, that's terrible. And like
Right.
you'll never be satisfied. You'll never be satisfied. So yeah, and that's very
yeah. I mean,
dysfunctional.
if you can right.